When you're looking to another side, you're in the zone, so it's time to brutalize, hypnotize. Don't make a feel paralyzed, bang 'em with an uppercut, bang 'em on the inside, pulverize.
Vitor is a very strong fighter, he's a strong athlete, he's a southpaw and very strong on the ground.
Serati is a very strong guy, very powerful guy. He comes swinging and he's taking people down and ground and pounding. So a pretty decent fighter and very around fighter.
My tactics are take him to the ground and pound him, and finish him on the floor.
My level of experience, you know, I've been fighting one of the best fighters in the world for sure. You know, I fought the best fighters. But, you know, when you step in the ring, Serati, you know, he has an unbeatable record. But, you know, he's coming to do, you know, he don't have nothing to lose, you know. He comes to do his best. So in the ring, I'm be the lion. I make sure I take care of the territory.
Vitor, I didn't travel all this way from Italy to lose, and tonight it will be a war.
The predictions belong to God, but I'm there to knock him out or put him out. That's my job.
First to enter the Cage Rage Octagon, weighing in at 92.1 kilograms. He's representing Team Sure Grip Valley Tudo. He has a background in boxing, and this is his Cage Rage debut. From Italy, please welcome Ivan Il Terribile Serati! Opponent, weighing in at 93 kilograms. He's representing Black House and has a background in Jiu-Jitsu. He has a Cage Rage record of 1-0. From Brazil, please welcome Vitor, the Phenom Belfort! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a light heavyweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of action. With on my left, Ivan Il Terribile Serati! And on my right, Vitor, the Phenom Belfort! And your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Grant Waterman.
Now, Vitor is just 30, Steve. He seems to have been around forever. We forget how young he was when he started.
He started in the game in 1996, and that would be 11 years ago as a teenager. And he's been knocking out people, been in with some of the greatest fighters in the game.
Touch gloves, get ready for more.
And with Belfort facing some of the greatest names, including Randy Couture 3 times, the ring experience would definitely go to the Brazilian Vitor Belfort.
But Rob, he really is a bull, Serati, when you look at him in there, isn't he?
He's a very big guy. But on the point of boxing, it was just over a year ago, I believe, that Vitor actually made his professional boxing debut, where he knocked his opponent down 3 times in the first minute and won that fight. Of course, this is MMA, and Ivan is hungry for Vitor.
Ivan is doing the right thing by constantly pushing forward, because if he stays on the outside, he's going to get knocked out.
Yes, he ducked well under that punch, and he needed to.
That's right, it was a big left hook.
Ivan's hands aren't exactly up high, and they should be. Either that or he should be moving his head or pressing forward. He's got to get Vitor into a brawl and get Vitor backing up, because if he backs up, Vitor will hit him with that left hand.
And when you talk about experienced fighters, guys, as you just said, Vitor's been in this game a very long time. You know, against Ivan's experience, do you think that will be a factor in this match?
That's going to be a huge factor in this match. Another factor is that Vitor Belfort on top can deliver some vicious ground and pound. It's the half guard position of Ivan Serati on the bottom.
Ivan just trying to keep Vitor as close as possible, stopping him from getting any space to strike. Vitor trying to use the forearm, just trying to make the space so that he can strike down, free his arms up.
I would think that even though Vitor got the top position here, that he might want this fight back to standing, unless he can do something in a jiu-jitsu sense. Vitor has only submitted 2 of his 14 victories, or his victims.
And Rob Grant is looking very closely at the moment. Do you think Vitor's just looking for some ground and pound here?
I think he's looking to open up on Ivan, but Ivan's a very, very strong competitor. We can see that physically he's a very big guy, and he's just using his strength at the moment to keep Vitor close, but that will take a toll on him later on in the fight.
Vitor may be waiting for Ivan to make a mistake so that Vitor can set up an arm triangle, also known as a side choke, but we don't see Ivan's arms anywhere near the position they need to be to do that submission. Ivan is still on the bottom, still got the half guard, both legs wrapped around Vitor's right leg.
Vitor showing his jiu-jitsu skill as he passes from half guard to full man. Now he's got the back of Ivan Serati looking for the rear naked choke. Now this is not a position Serati wants to be in, is it, Stephen?
No, it isn't, because Vitor will try to go for the rear naked choke here. But Vitor blasting away, that's got to smart on the head of the Italian.
That's right, I think there's a cut there. I think we can see a little bit of blood on the right-hand side of Ivan Serati's face as he looks to take Vitor to Vitor's back. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Vitor holding a very good position.
To be fair to Ivan, he's tried to use that obvious strength to get up with no success.
No, because Vitor is using a lot of different angles. Vitor isn't even trying for the rear naked choke, because he knows he can basically hit this guy at will to his blind side, which is both sides of his head. And Ivan pretty much needs to try to slip out the back door, but Vitor has one of his arms trapped.
And Rob, even if Ivan escapes, he's expended a lot of energy there, hasn't he?
He has. He's held Vitor very close to him for a lot of this fight. Even now he's hooked that leg. You know, he's not in a position to drive Vitor forward, and it's a very difficult position for him to be in.
I think what Ivan should try to do here is stand up, because to sit here or turtle up on his elbows and knees, okay, that's the fight, folks. That's it.
And look how cool Vitor is about the result.
Yeah, he looks like he's broke a sweat, doesn't he, guys?
Vitor was in complete control of that match. Serati seemed outgunned in every range of the fight.
A fantastic win for Vitor Belfort.
A very straightforward win in reality.
It was ground and pound from the top position. He had him almost back mounted, but he didn't need complete back mount to do the damage, because Serati was just sitting there taking the punches.
Looking at the replay, you can see Vitor just threw those left hands in at different angles, and they're very fast and very powerful. Grant Woodman had no option but to stop the fight.
Yeah.
A much better angle here for us, as you rightly said, Rob. It was the angles, wasn't it, Steve?
Yeah, it was the angle, and Serati just didn't have any options here in his head, technical. So the fighters that he may have dominated in his career so far obviously were not as cage experienced as Vitor the Phenom Belfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 minutes 45 seconds of round one, your referee brought a halt to this contest due to ground and pound in favour of your winner, Vitor the Phenom Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your runner-up, Ivan Il Terribile Serati! And it will be presented by Stephen Belfort, chairman of Sports Betting Man-on-One.com.
There we go, Vitor Belfort. You made light work of that one. You don't even seem sweaty at all.
Yeah, I train hard. When you sweat in the training, you less blood in a fight.
Were you always confident? He didn't seem to have anything that he could have taken to you that was going to trouble you at all.
Yeah, he's very powerful. He has some strong hands, so I have to watch out for him and just do my job.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully we'll see you challenge for a world title soon, hopefully.